I am getting the two runners set to go, but I expect this one to not be a sweep. I will be shocked if either player sweeps. Both of them are ready, so I'm going to give them the countdown.
And it looks like they've been getting the go sign, and we're about to take off here.
And it looks like we might have another. Oh, I hope his thing didn't go down again because I see his clock running, but I don't see anything going on his screen. So, ETgoHAM right now. Yeah, this is like deja vu all over again with Jack. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose or not because remember this happened against Furon Burgundy in his first round matchup, and he ended up losing that game because he didn't have any proper feed. So. Yeah, 41 range pointing out in chat. Every single year we have to put up with this, so I have no idea what's going on. But ETgoHAM right now into collect power-ups and collect power-ups. Let's see what the first drop's going to be for ET. And it's an opening ore. My goodness.
You know, I think Jack's just playing head games. This has got to be some mental strategy, getting the other runner's head. You know, that's what I'm thinking.
You may be right, because again, we saw this happen against Furon Burgundy in match number 1, and this is happening again in match number 2. So I honestly have no idea what's going on.
All right, and now the game gave him a razor shield, so ETgoHAM can just sit there in the center and clean up everything and get out of there in a pretty decent time, about 123, 124.
All right. Well, anyways, now Jackimus has finally gotten started, but we'll just see what happens. Let's just see what happens first. ETgoHAM into Eat My Shrapnel. We have to take care of 18 Mr. Shrapnel dudes, but you got to make sure to keep the room under control because only 4 of them can be on the screen at once. So weapons is definitely key. And if you don't have that orb, you're at the game's mercy.
And Jackimus used that power bomb a little bit too early, so he got out of this room a little bit after 40, like 41, 42 there.
ETgoHAM deciding to burn off the rest of that razor shield, probably in hopes to get maybe one more weapon drop, but unfortunately that is the end of the room, so he'll be going into total carnage at 207 in another foot for ET. That's not what he was looking for. A razor shield for Jackimus. Rocket's in a real dicey spot, but ETgoHAM showing good patience, able to get to those rockets, get the middle controlled back again.
Game gave Jackimus a couple grenades and then a spreader here. He hasn't gotten an orb yet, so he had to take that razor shield, run around, use that, ate it all up, and you know, he's just doing what he can with what he's got, getting out of here a little bit. 128 here.
Yeah, risk of going too far down, up, left, right is because if you mistime that orb and you swing it across the door and there is a foot soldier coming there, that orb is gone. But the rich getting richer is ETgoHAM getting rockets to go with that razor shield, just able to get that last Mr. Shrapnel and into the bonus room at 302. Very good time for ET.
And the game dropped Jack an orb over there, but he wasn't able to get it, got shrapneled, and now he's got to go with the rockets here and try to hope for another one.
Yeah, because Eat My Shrapnel, the longer you go without an orb, the more time you're going to just bleed in that room. So ETgoHAM, now he has no weapon to take with him to tank trouble. So we'd love to see some rockets on the feet or somewhere nearby. Let's see what the drop is going to be. And there is rockets!
And then the razor shield to follow it up. I mean, that's all you can ask for, really, in this room.
Unfortunately, before he was able to pick that up, he dropped his orb onto one of those foot soldiers. So a little bit of a mistake there by ETgoHAM, but that razor shield should be able to keep control of the middle for now. But once that razor shield melts off, he's going to need to start getting weapons, or this room really starts to get out of control. Does get a replacement orb. Will he be able to maintain it? He's doing a lot of dancing, but that purple guy decided, you ain't keeping that orb.
On the other side over there, Jack was getting an orb razor shield, so he was able to just stay in the center here, clean up that room, and probably staying on pace. I don't remember what ET's time was. It's hard to keep track when there's 2 different times going.
Jackimus is only about 5 seconds ahead, or 5 seconds behind ETgoHAM's pace, going into to Mutoid Man at 4:20. All right, opening drop. Let's see if it's a good one. Grenades, at least will be able to take down the gunners up front. You'd like to now see a spreader to do that massive damage, but unfortunately, he just got shot. He does get a spreader, so it ends up being a beneficial death for ET. He'll be able to use some of that invulnerability to pound that 9 times damage into Mutoid Man. Then he gets run over, and he will not be able to get to those rockets, but he gets another spreader!
And Jack's getting rockets on the feet over here in tank trouble. Just back in the center, taking care of business.
But he gets run over and, again, has no weapon. Let's see if the game decides to give him another spreader. And it's a lobber instead. Consistent damage, so he'll definitely take that. As Jackimus drops the orb in tank trouble, and immediately the game gives him a replacement, and nice dancing to keep it. As ET's now in the penultimate form of Mutoid Man, with another lobber waiting for him. Jackimus is at 4:22, so if you're going off of times, he's only 2 seconds back of ETgoHAM's pace, as ET's now at the final form. Sub-6 is going to be out of play, but he could still get a time in the 6-1 X range if he can land these lobbers, get one more good weapon, as Jackimus starts off with a spreader. Trying to do the manuals, difficult to do. Rockets, this should, and it will take care of Mutoid Man. His time's going to be around a 6:14, I believe. 6:15, maybe.
And Jack takes a death and just gets a rocket all the way across, or a spreader all the way across the room. I mean, that was just preemptively good luck there.
Absolutely, as ETgoHAM clocks in at 6:14. So if Jackimus finishes behind ETgoHAM, then there's no issue. If he finishes ahead of ETgoHAM, we're going to need a decision from our tournament director.
Yeah, I guess all we can do is just play it out and then see what happens.
Absolutely. And Jackimus, though, into the rib cage, he's got a couple more forms left. If he gets a spreader, he's going to have a faster time than ET. Oh, but he gets run over. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to that lobber. Oh, yeah, he's player 2. Of course he's going to get to that lobber.
But he's going to need a spreader probably to catch up to ETgoHAM at this point.
Not too late. I think ETgoHAM is one, because he's going to have to take him down at about 6:02, 6:03. These grenades will not be enough. He's going to need one more weapon at least. Lobbers will do, but it's in the wrong, and he gets run over. That is going to do it. So it is official. ETgoHAM wins game number 1.